I think alright, my people, let's see what gold is doing today. Okay, let's quickly go to the daily, bro. So yesterday I went over every single thing, bro. I was trying to see what I missed out on. And bro, I kid you not, we missed out on so many things yesterday. When I went over everything, literally from like A to Z. Like we missed out on many things, many things. So most definitely not gonna repeat that same mistake again. How's everyone doing on YouTube live stream, guys? Everyone's doing good. Is everyone doing good? Let's just quickly do our breakdown now. Let's see what gold is doing. Let's go all the way. Yeah, even bro here, look at the daily time frame, man. There is no bottom wick on this broker. Even on this broker, there is no bottom wick. That's the thing. So we actually have no bottom wick on the daily candle at this point. So let's quickly go back to the weekly. Look at the monthly candle as well. See, that's the thing. The monthly candle was actually forming a bottom wick yesterday. That's what monthly candle was doing. So at this point now, look at the monthly candle, right? Let's quickly look at the range of the monthly candle as well. You got the highs all the way up here and you got the lows all the way down there. So what has the monthly candle done? It came all the way down and it retested the support area right here. And then from here now we got rejection on the monthly candle. Also guys, I changed the quality of the stream as well. So the quality should be much better. It should be less blurry. It should be about 1080p. Before I think it was about 720p. So you'll be able to see pretty much everything, right? But yeah, looking at the monthly candle, what we have done is we pretty much came all the way down to retest, and we also formed a bottom wick at this point now. So now we have a bottom wick on the monthly. Yeah, looking extra sharp, right? Yeah, the quality is much better. I done some magic yesterday. Also retested the support area. It was one of my colleagues. She told me like, listen, increase the quality of your streams is very simple. And then yeah, we just done it. Look at that bottom wick on the monthly candle has been formed. It also retested the support. So at this time, look, at this point we can see that the support area is actually holding, right? Now looking at all the other areas, what's the next area where we can potentially see price heading on the monthly time frame? So after seeing something like this, formation of this bottom wick and a rejection, obviously the next target will be the monthly highs at this point, right? So we can see even previously this was a rejection area over here. So from here, usually you do get those rejections and you get those pullbacks. So obviously when you get start of the month, you kind of want to go over your monthly candle as well, right? So you don't really want to start just from the weekly time frame. You actually want to go all the way down to your monthly time frame, and then from there start and see, okay, what the monthly candle can do and what the monthly candle will do potentially, right? So at this point now, look, we understand that this is the top side of the monthly candle and this is the downside of the monthly candle. So let's also mark this as the top side of the monthly candle. Or you know what we're going to do? We're just going to put it over here actually, just here. So highs. These are the highs we have formed on monthly, and these are the highs we have formed on the lows we have formed on the weekly. Now let's go all the way down to the weekly. See that, right? Even on the weekly at this point, you guys can see what is actually happening is that we started the higher highs and higher lows formation actually all the way from here. This was our first low, look at that. And then after that, this was our second low. So technically what we are doing is we're still pretty much respecting the higher highs and higher lows. Even if we kind of like annotate this on the weekly time frame, we can see that, right? This was our first low, swing low. Okay, this became our first swing low. Let's copy this. And then after that, looking at the next swing low, joining from other side. Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, dude? What's up, what's up, what's up? Bro, we are very excited for what's coming up now. So guys, look at this, right? This was our first swing low. So at this point now, look what happened, right? Price came all the way up here and then it formed a swing high, right? So because it broke the highs over here of the previous candle, which formed a swing low. So this we can consider a swing high. And then what's the next swing low? The next swing low was actually formed right here. Look, price came down again, did a retest. And then after that, we ended up forming another high all the way up to the resistance, right? Which we have on the monthly time frame. At this point now, you guys got to understand, once you get something like this, you need another pullback. So this was your second retest at this point, right? So this becomes another swing low right here. Hey, Ange, you're here. I was thinking, where's the Ange gone? But yeah, there you go. So now at this point now, look at this, right? We came all the way down, retested this structure. But again, guys, the structure has not been violated. All we are doing is moving in waves, right? So again, this price came all the way up now, forming the new highs. So look at that. We actually formed our swing highs all the way up to this area. So these became our swing highs at this point, right? So these are our swing highs on the weekly time frame at this point. So let's see now what the next candle has done. So this candle actually did try to push down, but look, it didn't push down to any areas of interest. So at this point now, you guys gonna understand, right? There are not a lot of buyers sitting here, so not a lot of buying orders are being executed around this area. So that means price will not push all the way up. So look, from here, price did reject, right? But again, look at the formation of the highs at this point now. You did not even go up to retest the swing high. So look at that. Failed to retest the. So at this point, look, these became our previous weekly highs, right? And look at this candle. At this point now, this candle actually rejected, and afterwards we actually formed a resistance right here. So now look at the next candle. It came all the way back up, and at this point we started to reject, and this was a very, very nice rejection. And now after going every single thing, like literally every single thing, I do understand why this happened, because it was very, very simple. On the monthly time frame, the bottom wick was not sustainable whatsoever. It had to come down to at least an area of interest, which it did now. It came down all the way down to the monthly support, and then from there now the bottom wick has been formed. So we do understand that we are very, very bullish on gold, right? So what's the next most logical target? Well, it will be the highs over here for the weekly time frame, right? So the weekly highs are actually all the way up here. They are about 100 pips away. So now if we quickly go down to the daily time frame, let's see what's happening on the daily time frame. Weekly time frame, we do understand that we're getting a rejection from the downside after forming that bottom wick. So now it's our job to see what the daily time frame is doing. So look at the daily time frame at this point. Okay, now when you see something like this, first we need to measure and see how much this candle has moved. Is moved about 140 pips to the top side at this point, right? We do understand usually gold likes to move about 100 pips to 200 pips in one direction. So at this point it becomes a little bit tricky, because you're looking to the left, you're looking to see like, okay, is this going to become a pullback area, or are we going to start turning this area into some sort of support area to potentially go all the way up to the highs, right? Because another thing you guys gotta understand on the daily candle is that there is no bottom wick. So we do understand that when there is no bottom wick, the price action is actually not very much sustainable, because it's not moving in wavy sort of structure, right? So at this point, we do understand potentially price can come down to create that bottom wick. But now again, we need to see, right? We need to wait for our confirmation. So looking to the left, where do we usually reject from? Okay, so you got one rejection there, another rejection there. Usually price actually does reject from there, and usually we actually do retest this area as well. If you guys look to the left, numerous retest of this area. And so we do understand that now price is starting to approach something that is a very strong area where you can see those rejections from. And you also have this support area here as well, right? So you can potentially expect a rejection from here. But now if we start turning this area into a support area, then guess what's happening? The next resistance level is all the way up here. This is your daily resistance. This is your target number one. If we start turning this area into support, then this is our target number one, because look, the previous candle came all the way down. It violated the structure on the daily time frame. Look at that. At this point, grabbing a lot of liquidity. So when you do have liquidity, you will see something like this. So now at this point, this candle might just want to come all the way up and then maybe reject later on after forming those new highs, because at the moment, look, it's not formed new highs and it hasn't formed new lows either, right? So in order for this to form new highs, it needs to break the highs of the previous daily candle. And then once it breaks the highs of the previous daily candle, look to the left again, we can see, okay, usually price does reject from this area. So we'll keep this area in our mind and let's put a line right there. We're like, okay, now at this point, if price does break these highs over here, we do understand that this is some sort of area where price usually does reject from, and potentially we can get those rejections from this area. If we quickly just put our rectangle here, we do understand that usually price comes up to this area and then from there you get those pullbacks, right? And so now in order for us to execute on something like this, we need to understand what the range is like. So all the way from the current price action all the way up there, that's about 50 pips, right? Look to the left again, you got another rejection just there as well. So at this point, right, it becomes a little bit tricky. But again, if you can start forming some sort of nice support up here, and if you go down all the way to the lower time frames at this point, right? If we go down all the way to the 4 hours and see what the 4 hour is doing at this point. Okay, look at the 4 hour now. You got very nice support being formed here. This is your first leg up. This is your leg down. At this point now, this becomes your swing low on the 4 hour. And now at this point now, this is becoming your next swing high. So now at this point, again, what do we have to wait for? We need to wait for that swing low to cash in on those buyers. So we need to understand, where can we get that swing low being formed from? So looking to the left, usually price comes up to this area, and then from there you get a rejection. Again, looking to the left, you get numerous rejections from this area, right? And then once we do clear this area, look at that, you get a very nice move to the top side. And previously this was the first area. After this you have the next area, which is all the way up here. So now what we are looking to see is, can we see some sort of rejections from around this area, which is 1787? But those rejections are not so massive that they start to violate the structure laws. So you want to see the structure laws actually being respected, right? Because you're looking to take price all the way back up. So at this point now, this 4 hour candle is very massive. It's about 97 pips due to the liquidity that was being generated yesterday. And also we retested a very strong area, which was your monthly support. So at this point now, the most logical things we can do as traders is to wait for some sort of pullback and maybe go down to lower time frames and see where can those pullbacks be. So look at that. Now we're starting to approach this resistance area over here on the 30-minute time frame. Look at this, right? This was your move down from thingy from yesterday, and all of this move down just got corrected now after retesting the monthly support at this point, right? So you're starting to form higher highs and higher lows. But again, guys, we do understand that price moves in wavy structure. So at the moment, do we see a leg down? No, we do not see a leg down. We only see price pushing all the way to the top side. So now you're looking to just see, where can you see the leg down from? Looking to the left as well, usually price comes up to this area. Look, we formed a double top up here, and then from there we got the pullback. And so we do want to keep this in our mind. And obviously once we do clear this area, we're coming all the way to the top side. Again, looking to the left, can we see something else being formed around this area where we had the double top formation? So look at that. Again, price comes up all the way up to this area, and then this is the next area, and then from there you get those pullbacks, right? So what would be the best case scenario? It will be to wait for those pullbacks, either cash in on those pullbacks or just wait for those pullbacks to kind of like cash in on those buys, right? So sells and buys both can play out, because gold is kind of like oversold in my opinion. Because look at this daily candle, it doesn't even have a bottom wick, right? At this point, when was the last time we saw a daily candle without a bottom wick kind of like exploding all the way to the top side? Looking to the left, I actually don't see anything. Maybe if you guys can see something, let me know. So we do understand that this is not sustainable price action. Gold has pushed up a lot. It's pushed up a lot. So at this point, you're expecting those rejections anyway to the downside to form a bottom wick. And if we can catch a rejection all the way from here, it's potentially about 200 pips to the downside. And you do understand gold is such a volatile beast. And if you don't have any sort of sustainable price action in the markets, price is bound to drop. Price is bound to drop big time. So we'll just have to wait and see if we can see any sort of nice rejections. And even if we go down to the lower time frame at this point now, look at the lower time frame, right? Let's go all the way to the left, all the way to the left. So 04, look at that. Let's see, this is where kind of like our day started, right? This is where our day started. Let's quickly just mark this, right? Okay, this is where we started. Now let's see, what have we been doing so far? Cool, formed a double top over here. At that point we got a very nice retracement all the way down, and then from there we just started to form a very nice uptrend, right? No trade from your phone for today? Yeah, most definitely. That messed me up big time today, guys. But it's alright though, guys. We're more than happy. We're more than happy because we have collected honestly a lot of data. So I'm very, very confident going back into the challenge. So it doesn't really bother me, honestly, because this time I know for a fact I'll pass it. That's how much confidence I have. And most probably I'll pass it in like 2 weeks. Very easily I'll pass it this time. Because the thing is, right, there's nothing wrong with our strategy. It was more like the issue was with me as a person. That was the issue. It wasn't the issue with the strategy or the system. The system's not broken. I was broken. So now I need to understand, how can I, you know, kind of like come back from this? How can I fix myself? And now I'm stronger than ever because I understand what the mistakes were. So that's what it is, guys. It's part of the process, right? I've never taken something like this. It's such a massive challenge. It was 5 trades. Yeah, man. It was terrible. It was terrible. Very terrible. The best thing is, the worst thing is I actually realized when he was in a massive drawdown. That's the issue. Unfortunately, if it was not in a massive drawdown, could have been much better. I would not have lost the challenge, that's for sure. Appreciate that, Simon. Appreciate that, my brother. Love the support. So again, guys, we do understand that gold is overbought at this point. We're going to keep it very, very simple. Do you really want to buy gold when it's at all-time highs? For me, no. I'm not looking for anything like that. I'll be interested in Xauusd today, actually. And yeah, Xauusd should start playing out. Look, at this point now, you got to understand, right? Our session starts in 3 minutes. So let's see which way the volatility is. I did a very, very intense breakdown yesterday, man. I don't know why my charts are so choppy. They're very, very choppy today. Very choppy. Okay. Okay, let's quickly just remove everything here. Let's go all the way to the weekly again. You always want to have 2 charts. News in 2 minutes as well. Yeah? Let's see what news does. But the thing is, right, it's only an orange folder, so it's not going to do much. Tomorrow will be a very volatile day though. NFP tomorrow, right? Yeah, you have NFP tomorrow. So NFP tomorrow will give you some massive moves. But today is not going to be a very volatile news event. This is just your orange folder. It is volatile. It will move the market, but it won't be as volatile as a red folder, right? And something like this, I think your unemployment claims, they are usually very stable as well. So previously, I think, yeah, forecast was 273k and previous was 281. So yeah, not much of a difference, to be honest. You're not seeing anything of a crazy fluctuation, so I don't think it's going to move the market very much. So at this point, look at that weekly candle again. Look, at the end of the day, we do understand that the weekly has created this range for us, right? The weekly highs are all the way there, the weekly lows are all the way down there. So now you got to play the game of probability. What are we going to do next? What's the most logical thing we're going to do next? We have the bottom wick on the weekly and we have the upper wick. Can we form a double top up here with the weekly highs and then from there start rejecting to form that daily low? Or do we have any other area that we are approaching where we can reject off of? But again, the weekly has actually made this range for us, right? So at this point now, I do understand that this is my weekly range. So maybe if I go down on a daily time frame, let's see, have we rejected off of somewhere? Was there any sort of rejections recently? Again, we have very clean range, right? Very clean range. We do understand that this is our area where you do get those pullbacks from though. So we obviously do want to keep that in our mind. But guys, we have a very clean range all the way up to the resistance level, right? At least up to the resistance level. Let's go to the 4 hour as well. See what the 4 hour is saying. Okay, look, usually when 4 hour forms a new leg, where does it form a new leg up from? Look at that. This becomes your rejection area right here, and then at that point price comes all the way down to this area, and then from there you get those massive rejections to the top side, right? Look at that. You have double bottom being formed here. So let's quickly mark that as well. Look at that, very nice rejection from this area here, and then from here price actually pushed all the way to the top side, actually like going way past the resistance that we have on the daily time frame as well. So we got to keep that in our mind. Look at that, another so this is when we formed new highs. At that point price came down to retest this area again one more time. So we do understand that this is a very nice pullback area. Usually if price does respect this, you get those massive rejections. So let's see, if you go down to the daily time frame, did we form a support? Look at that, we actually came all the way down here and we formed a support at this point. So now you're looking to see, this is also your open as well, right? So this was your first candle and this was your second candle. So what has the first candle done is literally went ahead and is broken out of the range at this point, right? So now what are you waiting for? Do you want to execute on something like this? I would say for me, I would like to wait, because gold is very high. I would like to see an extra bit of confirmation, maybe another retest. At that point potentially take it back up, because this becomes very impulsive, and I'm not looking to take any impulsive entries. That's the thing, because this is just the break of a range, and then at that point volatility is pushing price all the way back up. So again, if we go down to the 4 hours, let's see what area we are approaching. Okay, usually this turns into your pullback area. Look at that, right? Look at that, another rejection there. So we're going to mark this as potentially a pullback area on the 4 hour. So now let's see, can we get a pullback from here? Wherever I mark this, look at that, one rejection here, another rejection there, and then we have another couple more rejections over there as well, right? So we do understand that this is a very strong area, and usually price does pull back from this area. It wicks all the way up to here, and then from there it starts to reject. So we do understand that we have this tiny bit of a range, but again, once we do clear this area, we're going all the way back up. So again, the session has just started. This is when volatility will kick into the market, so you'll get those explosive moves. But again, look at the 30 minutes. It's not sustainable whatsoever, so it becomes very tricky to actually cash in on those buys. That's what it is, right? So you have to wait for those sells to play out. At this point, how can we expect those sells to play out? We're just looking for those rejections. Let's see if we can start collecting some sort of clues. At this point now, look what's happening. This is kind of like becoming your support area right here. If you start forming some sort of support here, and then price would like to form a double bottom hit, then at that point you're like, okay, price is turning this into your support, and the target is actually the daily resistance, which is all the way up there. I can take this all the way up, and at this point now I'm starting to break those daily highs as well. So yeah, again, this area is very dangerous. You can see usually price comes all the way up to this area, and then from there you see a massive drop, very massive drop. Actually, from this point price actually dropped about 500 pips. Actually, is very strong area, this one. So if we do start clearing this as well, you're going to see a very explosive move to the top side. Wow, this is going to be a very nice drop today, honestly. At this point, the way price is moving, look at where the last resistance area is. Do you guys see this, right? On the 30 minutes time frame, where the last resistance area is. When price drops, it's going to crack this whole move up. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. But again, look at the 1 minute time frame. When did our session start? And what have we done so far? So 12:30 when our session started, straight away price came all the way down. At this point now, literally rejected off of this level. We can see this was some sort of zone to the left, right? Price did come all the way up here, and then from there we got a very massive drop, right? So we do understand this is some sort of strong area. At this point we literally cleared the range, and at this point now you're getting a nice push up. But look at this, this is a very strong candle. This is a pin bar candle. This is a bearish pin bar candle. Very, very nice candle. This usually when you see this candle, like this is a signal for reversal. Like if you even I'll feel so confident taking a sell position here. If you see now at this point potentially you see another sort of rejection from this area, you can take it all the way down, because we do understand that this area always becomes the rejection area, right? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This is a strong pin bar candle at this point. You know what? I'll just open this, might as well. Look at the way this candle is holding as well. Yeah, look at that engulf. Let's see what this candle does at this point. This is a very nice candle, honestly, because we do understand that I told you guys, right? Usually this area holds, but look at the wicks. Where does it wick up to usually? Look at that. It wicks all the way up to this area, and then from there you get those rejections. See that, right? I told you. Usually this area holds, but look, it wicks all the way up to this area, and then this becomes potentially your pullback area, right? So now if you start to see something like this, that's a very, very strong confirmation to take price all the way down, right? Very strong confirmation. But again, we do understand that this is we need to see something at this point, right? So let's look to the left. Usually what area do we retest, and then from there start to drop? Okay, we do a retest here, got rejection, another retest there, got rejection. And then looking to the left, this is a very strong area. So at this point now, did we get retest of this area? Are we turning this area into some sort of resistance? Let's see. So now we got a very nice close below this. Let's see what this candle does. You want to wait for a pullback candle at this point now. You want this candle to come all the way up, retest the area, and turn it into some sort of resistance. At that point, give you another confirmation to take it down, right? Because look, this is this open of your session. There is volatility in the market. Either this becomes a pullback to potentially go all the way up to retest the highs, or this becomes your pullback, right? So you have to really, really see what this is, because we do understand that where price has tapped now is a pullback area. So yeah, if you get another nice confirmation to the downside, the volatility is on your side as well, you can definitely take it down, that's for sure. Look at this candle now. Honestly, if it starts breaking these lows here, this is a really nice position. If you start to break these lows over here, keeping stop loss above here, aiming for the 1-1 first. Really like this position if you start to break these lows over here. Otherwise, look, you don't want this area being turned into a support area. At that point, you're coming all the way up, right? But now if you start rejecting off of this area, look, this is where you actually got rejection from as well previously, right? See that? So now if you're forming a double top up here, this is some sort of a double top formation, and then you see a massive engulfing bearish candle, something like this makes a lot of sense. Honestly, a lot of sense. Until then, just have to wait. Because you want to wait for those extra bit of confirmations, right? So now at this point, look, you've started to clear this, right? Again, what can we expect? Maybe a retest of this, maybe a retest of this. This is where the sellers are sitting. So now you're waiting for those retests and see if price wants to go down. Otherwise, what happens is from here you are making that leg back up, right? And then yeah, let's see what happens. Just have to wait. Just have to wait and see. Have to wait and see, man. Have to wait and see. Okay, again, where did our session open? Let's see. Session open right here. At this point now, this is where we formed a bottom wick, right? This became your pullback. At this point now, if it starts breaking the highs, again, after tapping into a pullback area, was the most logical thing we're doing. We're going all the way up to the next target, right? So we have to wait and see what happens. Let's quickly look at the 30-minute candle. Does he have a bottom wick? Do you guys have a bottom wick on the 30-minute candle? Or no? No bottom wick on the 30-minute candle either. Anyway, let's see how price reacts around this area, right? Is this going to become a very nice rejection area at this point? That's what you're looking to see. But look, at this point, we're playing a game of probability, right? If we clear this with momentum, at that point, you're going up at least a little bit more, right? Because you have that range to the top side as well. But this should really hold as a rejection area if price wants to drop, right? So you want to see a nice engulfing bearish candle, kind of like clearing 2 or 3 candles to the left potentially, right? Ooh, there we go. Are we going to see the dump now, guys? Are we going to see the dump now, guys? Let's see how this candle closes first. Is it going to reject or is it going to start dumping now? Let's see. Ooh, this is looking good to take it to the downside now at this point, honestly. But it needs to close nicely as well. See that, right? This level is being respected at this point. There is no bottom wick on the 30-minute time frame. There is no bottom wick on the daily time frame. This is very unsustainable price action. We're tapping into a very strong area. So at this point now, let's see what happens. Can we really catch those sells from here? But again, very volatile session. So either way it wants to go, we'll take it, right? So look at this now. This became your second rejection at this point. But it was not a very strong rejection, right? You want to see price start to violate everything now to the downside. Let me take this out for a second. Look at that. It's a game of probability. We know that sellers are in control over here. So if we do start breaking this area at this point now, right? Look, price had a very nice drop. It pulled back. So now you got to understand what happens here. Our buyers are going to keep control over here, run this area, or are we going to see sellers take control and we'll see more momentum to the downside? That's what we're looking to see, right? Again, let's see where our session opened. Session opened literally here. So this is what price has done. As soon as the session opened, we got a nice push up to the top side, right? But again, no bottom wick on the 30-minute time frame. And then there is also, we also don't have a bottom wick on the daily time frame as well. And gold is very high at the moment. Okay, this might just be it now. We're gonna see a nice drop at this point. Where was the last bit of an area where we got the rejection from? It was literally here, right? So let's see if we can see a nice close below this. Have you guys taken anything, Paul or Ange? Or still sitting on your hands?
Yep.
You have to sit on your hands, man. Patience pays. Ooh, you want to see a nice engulfing bearish candle at this point. Because look, at this point, it's formed the highs, right? And this was your second retest. This is your second attempt to retest the highs. Look what's happened now. It failed to even go all the way up to the highs. And then it started to form a resistance here again. And then at this point, this is where you got the rejection from, right? Sellers actually rejected from here to push all the way back up. So let's see if this area holds as a buying area, or are we going to see sellers start to break below this? Because this should be the buying area if price wants to go up, right? Shouldn't break this area, should close above this area if you want to go back up. And then what you can do is kind of like see if you can take it back up. Because look at the 4 hour again, looking to the left. This is where you get those rejections from. So if you clear these rejections now at this point now, guess what's happening? If we clear these rejections, we'll come in all the way back up, right? And now next rejections we're going to see are going to be from our resistance on the daily time frame. So we have a very clean range to the top side. So really have to play the game of probability, because look at every time price goes up, this is the pullback area. After that we have a very nice traffic, very clean traffic actually, all the way up to the daily resistance. So let's see if we can reach the daily resistance at this point now. Okay, look, this was your first attempt to push down at this point now, but you're forming higher highs and higher lows. This usually becomes that rejection area. We do understand to the left. Now if we see a nice close above this at this point, now we need to play a game of probability, right? And then at that point you do understand the gold can potentially go all the way up here. Usually something like this will happen, right? Because we have a lot of liquidity in the market, and so if gold wants to reject and it wants to start dropping, it needs to come to a key area. So we understand that this was one of our key areas, but if we start clearing, this next key area is all the way up there. Look at that. Even when price comes all the way to that area, you get those rejections from there, right? So yeah, you definitely don't want to fight the markets and be very, very fluid. But again, looking at the current time frame, you're not really seeing any sort of massive candles being printed out. So let's see if you get close above this now. Guess what's happening, right? You're saying the probability goes on our side. So let's play the game of probability. Look, first attempt to break down, forming a leg. This gave us probability, right? So let's say we have 20% probability on our side after this move, right? And then now again, where are we? Where do we have a probability? Where's the next probability? Have we formed a new high? Look at this. It closed above the resistance, but it didn't close just yet above this rejection area. So now if we get a nice close above this rejection area, that's more probability to our side. Got a very nice break off this range as well. That's a little bit more probability. And look at this. That's more probability to your side now, right? This becomes your retest. If you start breaking these highs, that's more probability. So let's see how it pushes. Now again, this one actually closed above this, right? So that's a little bit more probability to your side at this point. And now the next candle needs to do a retest, break these highs, a little bit more probability to your side, right? So at this point, let's give it another 20% probability. Breaking above and closing above this. This needs to do a retest at this point now, start breaking these highs, and that gives us a little bit more probability, right? So let's say 20% more probability as soon as we see something like that. You got your pullback, you're forming higher highs and higher lows. So this becomes your next low. So let's see if we can get a very nice close and very nice explosive break on to the top side. Can we execute on a low 1-to-1 position over here? That's what we're looking to see, right? Game of probability. We do understand that obviously if we turn this area into a support area, we want to be fluid in the market, right? So you want to see some sort of a pullback at this point. And you want to see these highs get violated at this point, and this area gets turned into some sort of support area, because we do understand that sellers are saying, hey, and this might just be a little bit of a deeper retest to start pushing all the way down, right? So we're going to take this away at the moment, because we haven't seen that, right? We want to see a nice engulfing bullish candle at this point, not kind of like breaking out of this. At that point we can use something like this, potentially keeping the stop below this structure, expecting this to be respected, and we have a clean range for 1-to-1s. Let's see if we can see something like that at this point, right? Because this will give us more probability, retesting this structure at this point now, turning this into support and a massive explosive break to the top side. And let's see if we can execute on something like this to the top side, right? Now again, is this probability to the top side? You want to see, go there, there we go. You have some more probability now if you start to retest this and start breaking to the top side. And let's see how it holds. You're playing a game of probability. That's giving us a little bit more probability at this point now. And at this point, look, what are we expecting? We're not expecting price to break these lows. If we start breaking these lows, at that point the probability goes out the window, right? So now if we can start respecting this and you see a nice engulfing bearish candle, at that point, look, you're saying, okay, probability is there again. It's a game of probability. Very simple, right? Either we're going to break to the top side or to the downside. This is also your new 15-minute open as well. Looking at the 15-minute open, you have the upper wick and you have the bottom wick. At this point, what business does it have breaking the upper wick? It means that it wants to go up a little bit more, right? But again, let's see what happens. Let's play the game of probability. Do we have, so we need at least about, how much probability do you have? 40, 60. We need one more confluence, and this is a lovely trade, right? Look at this. If you start breaking these highs, This becomes your second retest at this point, and there we go. This should be an amazing move up if we see a nice close above this now. So again, look, we're starting to see some sort of structure being formed, but you want to see a nice support being formed above this area, right? But you're seeing numerous rejections. You understand that this is a very strong area, and usually sells can play out from here. So let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna start this as well, open this as well. And now at this point, this becomes your retest, and this should go all the way to the top side. This is a very nice trade to the top side at this point, in my opinion. In this, let's see, 1 to 1 is about, I'm gonna close above. Let's see now. Look, probabilities on our side, retest, nice engulfing close above this. If we get a nice close above this, that's another probability candle to take it to the top side, right? So why should we not take this? We're very fluid in the market. We're playing a game of probability. This is a high probability setup at this point, and there we go. At this point, you don't want to see this structure here being violated, right? So 1 to 1 should get hit. Ooh, nice. At this point, there we go. You have a clean range at least for the 1 to 1, right? So the 1 to 1s should get hit before we start seeing those rejections at this point now. But again, we want to be extra careful. We don't want to see this being violated, right? If this gets violated, then the trade becomes invalid. Until then, this is a good trade to the top side because we're playing a game of probability. We understand what price action is doing. We understand that there is liquidity in the market. We can very easily get something like this, right? Look, you had your first probability there. This was your first attempt to break, second attempt to break, more probability, more probability. This is what you call a high probability setup, right? And you have liquidity in the markets as well. And yeah, honestly, at this point now, as soon as you start tapping like 17.92, you want to start looking to start making it like risk-free, honestly. At this point, this should take you straight to your TP as well. But you want to be extra careful because gold is overbought. So you have to be super careful at this point now. Let the probability do its thing. Secure your 1 to 1s and make it risk-free. That's what I'll do, right? Should be up more than 10 pips anyway now. But you wanna again be super careful. Yeah, this is about, yeah, something like this. So yeah, at this point again, look what price is doing. Unless we start to violate this, the probability is on our side. When does the probability goes to selling side? If we start to break these lows here, because we have formed a very nice support above this. Ooh, look at this beast, straight to the top side. 18 pips up at the moment, 18 pips up. Look at this. Wow, look at this, guys. If you guys took this trade, make sure now at this point, look, you don't want to still have risk on the table. It is very close to our TPs, right? So you want to secure profits, make it risk-free, and let the rest just run. This should be a risk-free trade now. This is a winning trade, and you should be up more than 20 pips. How do I know that? Because I was up more than 20 pips, right? So drop a W in the YouTube live stream. This was a winning trade, more than 10 pips up. At this point, again, playing a game of probability. Unless we violate this structure, we should be going all the way back up. That's a game of probability. As I said, guys, now look, this should be a risk-free trade. You should not be taking any more losses. Profits should be secured because you was up more than 10 pips. Right now, you guys can see I'm up still about 14 pips, right? The partial TP is at 1 to 1, obviously, but again, you want to be safe, make it risk-free, and secure profits, right? It doesn't make sense to actually have risk on the table at this point. Let your trade still play out because it will go up, because we do understand what the range is, right? Make sure you guys drop a W in the YouTube live stream if you guys took this with us. This was a winning trade. This was a winning setup. Look, again now, this becomes another rejection, right? So we're going to see, are we going to start violating this, or are we going to start pushing all the way to the top side? If we break the highs, that's more probability on our side, right? Now we need to understand, how can we manage this position? So obviously, if we start to obviously break this, right, and you haven't secured any profits, why would you not secure any profits? You're still up more than 10 pips right now. I'm up like 15, 16 pips right now. Look at this. Look at this. It's going to go straight to the TP at this point. Guys, make sure you drop a W in the YouTube live stream. Winning trade right there. What amazing trade this was. And yeah, guys, look at this. Drop a W in the YouTube live stream if you took this with us. We gave you the analysis, top-down analysis, gave you everything, told you why this was a high probability setup, and look at this workout, literally to the T. Literally to the T. And yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing. Again, we understand that we need to now manage the positions. At this point, it should be a risk-free position. You guys should have secured profits, and this should fly now to the top side, because we do understand that the daily resistance will be the next logical zone for us, right? So yeah, guys, if you took this with us, drop a www. Make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream as well. And guys, we got a lot of stuff coming up. We got a lot of things planned. Honestly, a lot of things planned, and we are going to make sure everyone that stays consistent on our YouTube becomes consistently profitable as well. So again, now going back to trading view, let me show you more things, right? How do we play the game of probability now? If we start to respect this again, guess what? There's more probability to our side. But if we start breaking this, what's the next logical thing price can do? It can come all the way down to the support area and potentially stop you out, right? So at this point now, your trade should be risk-free, and your trade should have secured profits, right? But now again, if you start breaking these highs, then you understand the probabilities on your side again is a game of probability, right? Look, where was the last bit of an area where we got those rejections from? Right here. So now, have we broken below this? Yes, we have. So now look at this candle. This candle either needs to engulf everything to the left or start breaking these lows. But if it breaks these lows, guess what's happening? It's coming down to the resistance, right? So that's what it is, guys. That's what it is, right? Manage your position. Always manage your position. Even though this is a winning trade, you're forming a nice support above this strong zone, which I told you guys was a very strong zone, right? So you're going to see something explosive, something like this. Look how explosive this candle was. Kind of like breaking off the whole structure and giving you this nice move to the top side. So if you caught this from here, you was up about 20 pips. This is great. 20 pips on gold. That's amazing. Literally, our session just opened and we have caught 20 pips. A winning day. You was part of the 10%, because 90% of the people lost money today. You made money today. So if you made money today, you was profitable. Make sure you know how to manage your positions and you don't let this go into drawdown. And look at this now. It's going to go straight to the TP, guys. Look at this now. Straight to the TP. If it is about to hit the TP, make sure you guys drop a W in the YouTube live stream. It's going straight to the TP. And guys, well, we are up more than 20 pips at this point now. This trade was given out to you guys, top down analysis, and the partial TP is about to get hit. And again, as I said, most of the profits should be secured anyway, right? So very nice winning trade. Very nice winning trade. Should be risk-free as well for everyone. Risk-free trade. Look at that. Partial TP is about to get hit, guys. Drop a W in the YouTube live stream. And that's the partial TP about to get hit. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. What a beautiful winning day this was, right? What a beautiful winning day this is. The main TP should be the daily resistance, right? But again, as I said, it should be, profits should be secured here and it should be risk-free. But the main TP is obviously the daily resistance. That's where it is. And yeah, so at this point, this was a very nice winning trade for everyone. No one should have taken a loss because I gave you guys every single thing, like every single thing. And watch the TP just get hit at this point now. We want to see a nice rocket ship candle going straight to our TP at this point. And guys, once the TP gets hit, I want to see everyone starting to spam www so I can make a video, okay? When the TP gets hit. And the TP is about to come now. Hopefully, it's teasing me a little bit. Okay, the TP is coming now. Oh, this is teasing me now. Okay, let's go, guys. Stop. And that's our winning trade right there. More than 20 pips caught on the YouTube live stream. Gave this trade out to everyone. Look at that. Everyone's saying www. Everyone had a winning day today on the YouTube live stream. What a great day this was. Gave out the whole analysis, top-down analysis. Every single thing was given to the YouTube live stream. Make sure you guys tune in every single day. But yeah, guys, look at that. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Amazing, amazing trade. More than 20 pips up. Or maybe the TP is coming now. And that's the TP about to get hit. It does not want to give me my partial TP. It does not want to give me my partial TP today, guys. It's insane, right? Oh, it doesn't want to give me my partial TP anyway. It's all secured. Who cares, right? Who cares? But it needs to give me this partial TP for the Insta, right? And you guys better go crazy with the W's in the YouTube live stream once the partial TP comes at this point, honestly. Because gold is just playing with me. Look at that. It just doesn't want to give me my partial TP at this point. I just want to hear the sound, you know, click. it's you know, it makes you feel certain way. There we go. It's coming now, I think. Is it? Yes, this might be it. Or not. I don't think the partial TP is coming, guys. I don't think so. It didn't get activated because of the spreads, right? But look, it literally tapped into it. So this should have been a winning trade for everyone. Should be a risk-free trade at this point. This is your new 4-hour open. It needs to create that bottom wick. Look, at this point now, after the bottom wick formation, it's going to go straight up again. But this should be a risk-free winning trade. And you guys were up more than 20 pips. And if this goes, if this is the bottom wick now, it's going to fly straight to the TP at that point. But until then, it should be a risk-free trade because, yeah, we're going to react to the markets. We're not predicting the markets. We're just reacting to the markets. We're playing a game of probability, right? Make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream as well. We're going to be here Monday to Friday, every single day, giving you top-down analysis, very accurate analysis, very high probability setups. So make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Give us the extra bit of motivation. And, yeah, we'll make sure we just turn up every single day and perform, literally. But yeah, this was amazing, guys. Amazing day. Well done to everyone that executed on this setup. How was it, Ange and Paul? You guys executed on this, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you guys didn't execute. Why not?
Oh, I would have been too late of an entry for me, so I didn't want to have no FOMO.
Ah, okay. How about you, Ange? How comes? It's such a good high probability setup.
It was late for me, so I couldn't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, look, if it holds, if this area holds at this point, no, this is gonna go straight up. Before getting stopped out at break even, I just want to kind of like see the partial TP get hit, just for the fun of it. But yeah, this was a very nice trade. You're gonna see one massive candle just go straight to the TP. Pow! Because the 4-hour bottom wick has been created now. This might just be the 4-hour push, guys, coming at this point now. Can you see the 4-hour push coming at this point now? Straight to the TP. Are we going to see that? But look, again, more than 15 pips up right now. Even though, like, we was up more than 20 pips altogether, guys. This is great. So, yeah. Even if you literally took this trade with us on a standard lot, you made a lot of money, way more than what someone's gonna make on a 9 to 5 today. And this was done like literally within an hour, right? Actually, less than an hour. Yeah, look at that. 12:30 is when our session started. So in less than half an hour, you just made money with us for free. See the power of trading, guys. So if you can become consistently profitable, this can be a very good way of actually, like, you know, achieving financial freedom. That's why we are here for you guys, to provide you free education, give you guys the extra bit of motivation. You know, you can take the trade once you see us taking that trade, and then that'll give you extra bit of motivation. And look at that. I told you how simple it was. We played the game of probability, and this went straight to our TP. Look at that. We're still floating in 20 plus pips profits. Literally, we saw more than 20 pips today. So make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream. And if the partial TP gets hit, I want to see everyone going crazy in the YouTube live stream, and, you know, just start putting W's on the YouTube live stream as soon as the partial TP gets hit, and then I'll make a video for Insta, and that'll make me happy. But yeah, make sure you guys drop a like as well. But again, guys, at this point now, look, the 4-hour formation of the bottom wick is done, right? And this was the upper wick. So what business does it have breaking the upper wick? It wants to go all the way back up again. So now look, we are even seeing the 4-hour respect its own lows at this point now. So if you see a nice engulfing candle here, you're going to start breaking these highs. And there we go. Partial TP might be coming now at this point. Partial TP is coming now, guys. Get ready. And that's the partial TP about to get hit, guys. Make sure you start dropping W's in the YouTube live stream at this point. And guys, more than 20 pips up on the YouTube live stream. One trade taken, everything given to the live stream. This is the 4-hour rocket ship. It's gonna go straight past my TP. This is the 4-hour rocket ship at this point. It's gonna go straight past this partial TP. If it stops me out at break even now, it's gonna be funny. And guys, the partial TP is coming now. Watch. I know my candles. This is gonna go straight past my TP. YouTube. Let me make a quick Insta vid, man. But yeah, guys, very amazing session today. Let's see what happens over here. But yeah, very nice session, very nice session, very profitable day. Now you took one trade, call it a day. Honestly, don't take another trade. You took one trade and you was in profits. That's 100% accuracy right there. In a market where, oh, there we go. This is it. This is a rocket ship, guys. I'm telling you, this is a rocket ship. This candle is a rocket ship. This is gonna go straight past the TP. This is gonna fly now. You're gonna see 20. Oh, this is it, guys. This is it. Start dropping W's. It's coming. And guys, that's the partial TP about to get hit right now on the YouTube live stream. And guys, that's a winning trade right there. That's the partial TP hit. No way, don't do this to me, Gold. Don't do this to me. Look at this. Oh, it's just teasing me. Just take it. No, I've taken it, guys. This is just for Insta. I told you the profits have been secured. The trade is break even. This is just for Insta, you know, just to show people. Look at that partial TP being hit. That's all it is. The positions are risk free. Profits have been secured. It's just that I just want to make a little, you know, Insta video showing them. Look, the partial TP has been hit. It looks good. That's what it is. That's all it is. But no way. You should not have an open position. Like, you should not have this position open and no profits secured. And it should definitely be risk-free at this point, right? Look at that. I lose $0 if it hits my stop loss. This is a risk-free trade. We was floating in more than 20 plus pips profits. Even if it hits the stop loss, it's still a winning day. Even if it hits the TP, it's still a winning day. See what I mean? That's how trading works if you can manage your positions. But look, at this point now, what business does it have breaking the lows that it has formed on the 4-hour? Means that it wants to go down and do a deeper retest or create a bottom wick, right? But if this area holds right here, you're going straight up, honestly. Look, it's a game of probability, as I told you guys, right? Let me bring back the trading view. And yeah. Look at that. Gave you guys everything. Literally, look at that TP hit. So, like, if your positions were actually accurate, your TP got hit right there. So the 1-to-1 has actually been hit. This was a winning trade, right? And so, yeah. This was a very nice winning trade. You're still floating. I think we was floating in more than 20 plus pips profits, right? How much was it? Yeah, I think we saw about 30 pips, right? 30 pips to the top side. It's so funny because you're shooting video a million times. Yeah, I know, man. My memory's gonna run out at this point, honestly, bro. This might be it, guys. This might be it. I think this might be it. At this point, we need to celebrate when the partial TP gets hit, guys. I want to see everyone go crazy in the YouTube live stream chat, yeah? This will be a celebration at this point when the partial TP gets hit for real. Look how many times it's teased me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. This is an emotional roller coaster at this point, guys. Emotional roller coaster. Oh gosh. But that's what it is, guys. So when you have a position, look, you want to make sure at a certain point you want to secure some profits, make it risk-free, and then just let the rest run. At that point, you're not emotionally involved and you're not emotionally invested in your trade. That's the best thing, right? Because you want to be in a very calm mind state. Mindset has to be on point as well. State of mind really needs to be calm. At that point, you can think logically. Otherwise, if you're thinking with emotions, your your judgment can be very cloudy because you're thinking with emotions. You don't want to think with emotions. It has to be logical thinking. Play the game of probability. If the setup is high probability, look, I showed you guys, right? How the probability was starting to be on our side. And look at that, probability. As soon as it was 80% probability, we took this setup. And look what happened. It went straight to the TP. Like, it flew straight to the TP. So that's what it is, right? Are we going to have one more setup tonight? Oh, I don't know, man. It depends. If my partial TP gets hit, maybe I might feel a little bit more generous. You guys asked me this like I'm the market maker, like, let me give you my code, drop gold, buy gold, sell gold. You guys are funny, I swear. Yeah, but this is it, guys. The rocket ship is loading. It's about to go straight to the TP. I better not be disappointed though, guys. When the TP gets hit, I want to see everyone go crazy in the chat. Start typing W's, W's, W's. And then we're going to make an amazing video on Insta and then maybe take another setup after. But first, this needs to get hit so I get happy. And then I feel generous. You know how it goes. At the moment, I'm very emotionally numb because of trading, right? So I need that emotion kick. And then obviously we can take another setup. But yeah, I'll tell you guys what I'm looking for after this. I'll tell you guys. Sales can really play out very nicely soon. But again, you'd want to see price get rejected. I'll show you where I want to see the rejections from for the sales to play out. I'll show you guys after this. It's just that right now, I want to see this trade play out quickly, see what happens. But that's the thing, guys. If you've taken one setup, right, you don't need to risk your money again. But yeah, I will show you guys what I'm looking for after this, but you really should not be risking your money again. Okay, guys, because there is a delay, make sure you guys start dropping W's in another 2 seconds because it's going straight to my TP. Imagine I say that and it drops and goes straight back to break even. Okay. But yeah, honestly, guys, as I said, if you've taken one trade, look, you was part of the 10%. You had a winning day on gold. People stay away from gold because gold is such a volatile pair. People are scared to trade gold because the fluctuations are insane. You had a winning day. You was part of the 10%. Do you really want to risk your money again after being a profitable day? Even as I said, on a standard lot, you was up more than 20 pips, and that's more than $200, right? That's more than what someone will make at 9 to 5. That's amazing. In a span of half an hour, that's what it was. Less than an hour, you made more than $200 on a standard lot. And if you're trading with big lots, obviously it depends, right? How much ever you made. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Be very, very disciplined when it comes to trading. Take what the markets have given you and go on about your day. Achieve financial freedom, work on your other business ventures or whatever you want to do. And yeah, the partial TP might be coming now, guys. If it doesn't happen now, you're gonna see me rage. You know, one of them live stream rages, starting to smash everything. Forex trader starts raging. There we go, partial TP coming. And guys, that's a winning trade taken on the YouTube live stream. The partial TP is about to get hit. And guys, that's a winning, my gosh, can I see my partial TP? And guys, that's a winning trade taken on the YouTube live stream. The partial TP is about to get hit. More than 20 pips up at this point now. And let me record. And guys, that's a winning trade right there. Partial TP about to get hit. More than 29 pips up, and that's a winning trade right there. Look at everyone going crazy in the YouTube live stream, dropping W's, W's, and W's. Everyone had a trade with us. It was a winning day right there, more than 30 pips up. Very nice day. Look at that. Everyone caught this trade with us, and they are very happy. Make sure you guys tune in every single day, Monday to Friday, free YouTube live streams. And yeah, that's it. Look at that. Very nice trade. Very, very nice trade. Very, very nice trade. Yes, guys, the partial TP's been hit. Finally, more than 29 pips up. The partial TP has been hit, guys. Yes, let's celebrate. Yes, finally. But yeah, okay, let me go back to trading view now and show you guys what I'm looking for quickly, right? Okay, look, this is what we are looking for at this point. Let's go back to trading. Okay, by the way, again, this is not what we are looking for. This is not financial advice. This is what I'm looking for. Let me just make it very, very, very clear. And make sure you keep me in check if I say something wrong, because you gotta understand, English is not really my first language, right? So sometimes, yeah, that's my excuse. Sometimes, you know, I say certain things and I actually mean something else because English is not my first language, right? So yeah, but look at that, very nice winning trade. Played a game of probability. As I said, like, look, this is when your session starts. You gotta understand, right? you have volatility on your side. You're starting to build this sort of structure, and then you understand that this was that rejection area. We expected that rejection from there, and then you had so much probability to the top side. Now you're looking to see where can you get those rejections from, right? Again, what's the target? We said the target was the resistance area, and then if we start clearing the resistance area, the next target is 1795. So now what do you want to do? Again, you want to play the game of probability. Start letting the probability do its thing. If you start seeing those massive rejections, maybe some sort of double top being formed over here or something like that, at that point, guys, if the probability is on your side, look what we done here, right? 20% probability went to 40%, 60%, 80%. That's a higher probability setup. If it was only 2 confirmations, is it a higher probability setup? No. It doesn't give me that edge. I wanna have the edge. If I have the edge with my setups, I'll execute with a lot of confidence. As I said, look guys, we are very profitable traders and we're very disciplined. The only reason I don't even want to talk about it, but there was a lot of technical errors. That's why the challenge didn't go the way. But that's why I'm going straight in from Monday. And this time I tell you, I'm used to the leverage. I'm used to every single thing. I'm used to the fluctuations as well. So I'm going to pass the challenge like this. It's very easy to pass that challenge. I have a whole plan on how I'm going to pass the challenge. I'm going to go live on my Insta today, and I'll be letting you guys know where I kind of messed up, what the technical errors were, why the leverage kind of messed me up and everything, right? But other than that, we're very profitable traders. Our trading style is actually very fluid as well. You can see we was looking for sells, but again, the probability was to the top side, so we took it to the top side. And then now when the probability to the downside comes, we'll take it to the downside. So if you guys took this trade with us, this was a winning trade. Look at that, we're still floating in profits, secured profits many times, and now the main TP is all the way at the resistance area, right? So make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Let me see how many likes we have on the YouTube live stream before, obviously we do a bit more education. Obviously we got to see how many likes we have. If it's more than 30 likes, then obviously we can do a little bit more education. Okay, we only have 12 likes. Really? I see 31 people. Let's drop a like, guys. Let's drop a like. Let's get the likes up to at least 25. The more likes, the more education, right? But yeah, look at that. Again, what is your challenge? I'm going for the $200,000 challenge with FTMO. That's probably the hardest challenge you can do, because FTMO is the hardest challenge to pass, and then the biggest challenge they have is the 200k challenge. That's the one I'm going for, and I plan on passing it in less than 2 weeks actually. So basically you guys gotta understand one thing, right? The first phase that you have is kind of like the data collection phase. You're collecting all the data to see what you can tweak and what you can't tweak, right? And then when you tweak everything, like you again do your calculations, when I've tweaked everything that I did wrong, can I be profitable and can I manage to pass this? And I could have been very profitable, very profitable. Me and Ange, we done that together. So the first phase was actually very beneficial to me. If you're not a trader, right? If you're not a seasonal trader, you might see this as like, oh, he's a bad trader, he flopped. But when you're a seasonal trader, you understand this. This is data collection phase, the very first phase. You're going in with different leverage, different fluctuations, different broker. Everything is different. You have to get used to it. The best thing I could have done was, right, please remove grid. Guys, I'm not removing grids. I like grids. It makes me feel special, right? But yeah, because no one else uses grids, so I'll use grids. So we're all about being unique. But anyway, guys, as I said, look, it's about data collection. So now I have collected all the data. I have my journal there. I need to understand what my consistent lot size needs to be, what my consistent stop loss needs to be, what my consistent trade quality needs to be, quantity, everything is there now for me to go ahead, start the challenge from Monday and just smash it, right? And you guys will see that. I'll do that on live. But look at that, I'm so transparent. I failed the challenge. First thing I done was make a post on Insta. I was like, I have lost the challenge. And now I'm letting you guys know as well, I've lost the challenge. But does that make me a bad trader? No. It was just me. I was just collecting data. And unfortunately, due to a lot of technical errors, that kind of did cause me to lose the challenge. Otherwise, there was no way I was going to lose that challenge. That's the thing as well. You guys understand there was a lot of errors due to this little thing. and me not being used to the leverage because the leverage is so low. It's 1 to 30. I'm used to like 1 to 100, 1 to 200 on my live capital. So the leverage was very low. It doesn't even let you put up more than 1% risk. So when you put up 2% risk and you execute and you miss out and then you get a late entry, like everything kind of like came together to, you know, but that's the thing, right? I've learned from this. That's how I've become profitable anyway. Like I didn't really have any mentors. Markets are my mentors, right? So I learned from losses. So losses are actually very healthy for me. If I don't take losses, I don't grow. So I feel very blessed. I feel very happy, and I feel very confident at this point. Like going into this challenge, I feel like I'm going in with much more knowledge at this point. I feel like before I went in a little bit blindly, right? Because before I've done many more challenges, but this was completely different, right? Different broker, different leverage, everything was different. So now I've had the experience. I'm gonna go in and just do what I do best, which is kill it, right? So we're gonna do that. But guys, at this point now, this is a risk-free trade. Make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream. We gave this setup out to you. Let's see. Do you have 30 likes? We still have 14 likes. Very unfortunate, right? Your Discord link doesn't work. Guys, I'm not really active on Discord. Make sure you follow me on Insta. I'll make a Telegram soon, but I don't really use Discord like that. I have more than 100 people in there, but I'm not really active on Discord. I'm more active on Insta. So if you want to reach out to me, just go follow me on my Insta. That's where I'll reply to your messages. Whatever you want to ask me, I love to have a conversation regarding trading because I'm so passionate about this, right? So if you ask me anything about trading, I'll always reply back. As long as it's not something silly saying like, can you please make me pass this challenge? No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, let's go back to trading view now, guys. Very profitable day. The main target is right here. As I said, 17.95. Make sure you guys are again playing the game of probability. No one should have gotten stopped out at this point now. This should be a runner going all the way straight to the main target, which should be 17.95 for me. So I'm going to move my TP to 17.95, right? 17.95 right there. So just about 17.95. Because gold is very overbought, you don't want to expect those hundreds and hundreds of pips. So 17.95 is actually a decent TP. But guys, I've got to head off to a bank now. Go sort some personal stuff out. But I'll let this trade play out. Go make sure you follow me on Insta, and I'll keep you guys updated if my main TP got hit or if my runner got stopped out at break even, right? But this should hopefully fly straight to our TP. But I've got to go now, guys. We'll be back again tomorrow. NFP tomorrow. Very exciting day tomorrow. So we're gonna start our stream a little bit earlier. Make sure you have the notification turned on, and I'll keep you guys updated. NFP is coming tomorrow. Very exciting day ahead of us. We can make a lot of profits today if we approach it the right way. And yeah, why would anyone ask you to pass a challenge? Oh, trust me, I get so many messages because I've passed numerous challenges, right? I've passed numerous challenges. So I always get messages saying like, can you please pass this challenge for me? I'll do 50-50 split and things of that nature, right? People don't have the mentality where they want to learn from you. They just want you to give it to them, right? But there we go, guys. Again, very nice winning day, very nice winning trade. I gave everything out over here. I showed you everything on trading view, and then I also showed you me executing on this trade. As you can see, my MetaTrader 5 with 100% transparency. Look at that. Probability trade with high probability setup, and look at that. Now main TP is all the way up there, 17.95, and then from there, if you see those massive rejections, we can probably see gold dropping all the way down, right, correcting this whole move up. But again, guys, I gotta go head off to a bank now, go sort some personal stuff out. Make sure you drop a like on the YouTube live stream. NFP tomorrow. Catch up with you guys tomorrow. Peace.